guys, so this is the inside of our car. We're just going to show you around inside right now because actually outside it's raining pretty hard as is normal in London. So we're just going to show you the inside today. So as you can see, this is the front. We come in through here. This is the front door. Phil actually bought a nice little welcome mat so we can put our shoes down here.
Ta-da!
Especially because it's so rainy and dirty outside. It's actually pretty convenient. As you can see, the
guy actually installed
a little mat just down in the step there, which is quite nice.
To scrub shoes.
Yeah, we just decided we needed more space because we're probably just going to leave our shoes there in the corner. So he also made this little storage area that sits right behind where the seats are. And it's just a nice little space for you to put your stuff in and quick, easy access to it. He also made a really nice screen here that just pops open and closed like that. It's super easy, so you can see that's the front of the car. Maybe you can see outside. It's dark and it's rainy. It looks terrible outside.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
Not super pleasant, so we'll just cover that up again. Okay.
And he made a little hook here to just secure the curtains, which is nice. Very easy.
Yeah, super convenient. And also on the window and the door, he actually made a cover that fits a little bit like our mosquito net back in our Element. You know, he's got all these magnets on the sides around the windows, and that just holds itself in place like that, blacks out the entire thing nicely, so you really can't see anything.
And the window is tinted already by itself, so it's pretty dark.
Open it and look outside without too many people looking inside.
Yeah.
He also carpeted the whole inside and put on this wood paneling everywhere, which is really nice. If we look in the corner here, this is where basically our entire power station is. We've got the lights for our 6 LED lights on the roof here. We've got our little battery pack that go to all these string lights going around the entire vehicle. And then we've got a monitor system here that's actually hooked up to the second battery, which lives right below the bed. And that actually also tells us how much power is being taken from the solar panel, which is just up above. And we actually have to figure out exactly what's going on with that. But we also have another power source here, 12 volts and some USB plugs.
We'll probably end up getting a 300-watt inverter and plug it into the 12 volts. So we could charge our laptops and charge more stuff at the same time.
Take off the pillows. Then it's just a matter of pulling this up, pushing the cushion underneath in, and then we just have to pull this slat up, push it all the way in, and then just push this slat in too. So as you can see, this is our beautiful couch / bed. So this is what it looks like when it's not all set up in the bed mode. It's pretty nice. You can have friends over. You can seat quite a few people in here. It's pretty comfortable. And then this side is our kitchen area. So from here, we've got our gas stove top, which they call a gas hob here in England. And it's pretty nice. Just 2 burners, really easy to use. The owner actually set it all up, and we have a gas tank underneath here. It's an LPG propane tank.
It's a 2-gallon.
2 gallons, and it's all set up with the adapters and everything. It's pretty interesting because here you actually fill it yourself. We're used to other places where you bring it to somebody and they'll fill up all your propane tanks. But here it's just like filling up your gas in a car. They have a nozzle that you just put on and you fill it up yourself. And we did that yesterday, and it cost maybe £6 for us to fill the whole thing up.
And we have straps that just kind of secure the tank so it doesn't roll around and explode.
Yeah, and we've actually got a little drain at the bottom there. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah, this was a neat, pretty cool
just down there
thing that the previous owner did.
Yeah. So that drain is actually just in case there is a leak. Since propane is heavier than air, it should go down and out of the vehicle. So it's actually a vent. So as we continue on,
And that cabinet.
this cabinet is actually the same space. It's just from the other side. So maybe you can see that vent a little bit easier from this side.
Yep.
Yeah. And we put our little dustpan in there.
But we shut off the tank when we go to bed and stuff anyway.
Yeah, so we're not going to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
So as we move along here, we've got tons of counter space, lots of space to work with, which is awesome. We can put our laptops up here and everything. We also have a couple of shelves up here, which we'll fill up with who knows what. We'll see, you know, salt, pepper, and that sort, whatever. Have a couple of hooks here for our cups and, you know, our paper towel holder, which the other seller said they had just come up with, which is really nice. Little mirror and sink area too. The sink is actually a hand pump, which is all set up with a water tank that sits just behind here. You can kind of see it. It's 20 liters, I believe.
20 liter.
So we'll have to figure out the drainage situation. We might have to add a pipe to go out of the van, but at the moment we can just use this bucket. Underneath this whole kitchen area, we've got some fancy things.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! We have
A real fridge. A real working fridge.
real fridge.
That we could leave it on 24/7.
Yeah. And it's pretty big, pretty spacious. It can actually heat or cool, which is pretty cool. We've never had this before. So,
It's a 35 liter.
yeah, and the previous owner, when he built it out, he actually made it so that you could plug it straight into the second battery via the 12 volt cigarette lighter, or you can switch the plug into the direct outlet, which we would use if we were to plug in into a campground or something like that. So it's all made very well. Everything is just, it fits perfectly for everything so that nothing rattles and shakes while we're driving, and it's pretty convenient. Just pull it in and out. And close that door. Okay, and then over here we have the last cupboard space here, which folds open like that. And we went to IKEA yesterday and we just got a bunch of stuff, you know, a few pots and pans, some of our cutlery and, you know, Tupperware and that sort of thing. So that's basically everything so far. The only other thing here is the Porta Potty, which I'm sitting on, which is right over here. So he included it with the van. We actually weren't so keen on having it just because we didn't want to have to deal with it, honestly, but
The chemicals and stuff.
now it's here. Maybe we'll use it if we need. At least for emergencies, it's always there, which is kind of nice.
Just for number one.
Yeah, just for number one. We won't deal with anything else. And then we also got a couple of bins that we might put up here just for putting our clothes in, so it's a little bit better access. Everything else we can just store under the bed, which is tons of space. We've got some pretty awesome little dog butt hooks, which are awesome, so we can hang our jackets and whatnot on it. They're really cute.
Got more hooks here.
Yeah, tons
Plenty
of hooks. Tons of hooks. So,
And we'll show you the bottom of the bed actually. Just so you see how much space we have.
so you got this whole bottom area. We've got some odds and ends in here right now.
Yeah.
The second battery is down there, as well as all the electronics. So clearly you can see this car is a lot bigger than the Element. And we can sit up straight. We can put our feet down. It's pretty amazing. So hopefully you'll see it in future videos when we've actually kind of moved everything in and made it a little bit more our own. So we'll show you guys the outside of the car next time in our next video, just because it is pretty terrible outside at the moment. But so we'll see you next time.